My name is Gary Brado, and I'm a documentary filmmaker and an entrepreneur. The economy is in less than perfect shape, and when the jobs go away, there's nothing left to do but get up and get creative. And there are people all over America doing just that. It's estimated that up to 85% of new businesses fail. So I'm going coast to coast to hear the personal stories of the people who beat the odds and started a successful business from the ground up. This is Startup.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's business launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet, find new roads.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
We're in the heart of downtown Chicago right now, and the next business that we're going to meet with is a woman named Charity Gonzalez. Now, just when you thought that every good business idea has been done, along comes somebody like Charity. She proves that you don't need a building, you don't need to sign a lease, you don't even need a ton of startup capital or anything like that. All you need is a really good idea and a passion for what you're doing, and you can start an amazing business. The fitness studio industry has grown to feature a number of multidisciplinary platforms in which clientele can seek out a workout more specific to their interests. Boutique studios generally employ a much smaller staff than fitness center chains and boast better access to experienced trainers. Charity Gonzalez was tired of the same old traditional gym routine and liked what boutique gyms had to offer, but having multiple boutique memberships was far too expensive. So she created an opportunity for people just like her to experience everything the Chicago fitness world had to offer for one manageable price.
So the way it came about is I am a big fitness enthusiast, right? I consider myself, I would say, an urban fitness warrior. At some point, I was just bored with going to the same gym. I had kind of reached the top echelon, I'd been everywhere. So what I started to do was go into my neighborhoods. And there's all these very specialty boutique places that specialize in one thing. So True Harmony does yoga, Atlas CrossFit for CrossFit. And so what I found at all of these places is that the workouts were so much harder and the quality was so much better. I was getting a better workout, I was cross-training, I was doing all these interesting things I had never tried because it was different than what my gym had to offer.
Right.
But the problem was it was very inconvenient and really expensive. So to join all of these places, to get the same cross-training I had at my gym, being a boxing class, a spin class, a yoga class, I had to join like 6 gyms. In discussing it with my friends who, you know, in the city, I would say, you know, there's a lot of urban fitness warriors and men or women who really want the best of the best and the quality and kind of the niche. What the city has to offer is about the local places.
Right.
So people were like, I would totally do that. So it really came from there and serving the need of how I wanted to work out. You know, my first step in it was really to go out into the marketplace and see how the gyms felt with what I had proposed to them, and it seemed that everyone was on board. So it was really just a step-by-step process of figuring out, you know, I just tried to focus on something different every day to kind of move the idea forward. Once I found that the marketplace and that I had an audience that was interested, and I knew that the gyms were also interested in partnering, from there I could build the business.
Tell me about your relationship with Urban Fit Clubs and how that all started.
Yeah, so Charity approached us because we really fit into the Urban Fit Club, the actual club, because we're a premium boutique gym in Chicago. And we're so happy to be a part of it. It's been a great experience for us.
Do they get the same benefit as any of your members?
Yeah, so if you're an Urban Fit Club member, you can come to any sort of class here. Right, we have classes all throughout the day.
I've done POW kickboxing, I've done spin classes, I've done Shred 451, Shred 415. I've done bar method, some yoga.
Boutique fitness venues specialize in a variety of particular areas of fitness and deliver a more personalized experience to their members. Okay, you're not operating from a brick and mortar standpoint.
Right.
So since you do have sort of a virtual workplace, what are some of the expenses associated with starting a business like this? Because I can't really ask you about lease and I can't ask you about equipment or anything.
Right.
What's associated with this?
Most of it, because it is an online business, most of my business was pumped into the back end of a website and making an e-commerce site.
Sure.
That was built to house also a gym membership service. So really a lot of it went into technology.
Okay.
And then secondly, I would say marketing, because my purpose and what I do on behalf of all of the gyms, really I'm exposing people to the quality of going local and going to a local boutique gym versus something that is more commercialized and franchised in this big box space. So mostly it's marketing and getting everyone's names out there, not just mine, but the community of these locally owned businesses. I had spent an entire summer at Starbucks writing things down of how it could work, and but until you put your money where your mouth is, so at that moment I had my entire life savings, and I could buy a condo and I could buy a car, or I could invest in a business and rent and get around the city in a cab. So that was my decision, and that's really, I would say, the standing on the edge point.
So you forewent the condo and the car and put the money into
and a lot of other things, yes.
And a lot of other things.
Yes.
Okay. Wow, that's incredible. So with that significant investment that you made in the website and the wheels that kind of drive this business, are you profitable yet? Meaning, have you paid yourself back and making money, or where are you at with that?
I have not paid myself back yet. I feel that I am on trend to hit those goals to what I kind of put forth in a plan.
According to entrepreneur.com, the startup cost for starting a fitness center ranges from $10,000 to $50,000. Factors like location, staff, marketing, and competition will determine the overall cost.
In what way has it affected your business specifically?
We've got to promote ourselves to a wider audience. So we get people in here that don't even live in our neighborhood, but hear about us through Urban Fit Club. And it's been a great exposure for us.
Anything like that I think is a great idea, especially because we got, like I said, we're kind of a specialized market. So if you kind of have something that people can try out these different things, I think that's a fantastic idea.
There's a unique flavor for each gym that you go to. So it's a different experience every time you go work out. It's not the same people, same locker room, same treadmill, same weights. And so I think that makes people that work out more enthusiastic, and it keeps you working out longer.
Charity, thank you so much for talking with me today.
Thank you, Gary.
I'm extremely impressed with your business and really excited to see what happens in the future.
Thank you.
So it never ceases to amaze me, these incredible business ideas that people come up with. Charity exemplifies what it means to be a startup entrepreneur. To have an idea and not have the necessity for things like a building or whatever, she just did it. She took the bull by the horns and started an incredible business. You can do it too. For more information about Urban Fit Clubs, log on to our website and click their link. We'll see you next time.
Visit our website at startup-usa.com and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
What do you call organic food? What did they call organic food in 1950?
No idea.
Food.
Exactly. Exactly.
American Express is proud to support startup and the millions of small businesses that put in the hard work to be open for business in neighborhoods across the country.
The Chevrolet Volt, an everyday electric car with gas for longer trips. The nature of things to come. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
The entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. In Walsh College's business launch entrepreneurial community, consultants provide advice to aspiring business starters. More information available online.